Alright, today we're going to be switching out this factory air box for a cold air intake. Ain't nothing special, it ain't nothing super expensive, just eBay intake just to see kind of if I like it or if I really want to spend $200 on a center step diesel or thoroughbred or something like that. But first things first, I'm gonna go over you want to take all your kit out, look it over, and make sure it's got everything in it that's supposed to be in there before you start pulling stuff apart in here. Of course, it didn't come in any direction, so kind of just got to figure it out or go to video library like everybody else and what you're on watching this now. So after looking over the kit and make sure everything's there, I'm gonna pop off this hose here, maybe this one back here too, and your MAF sensor, and then start getting stuff out of the way. Alright, so got this hose pulled off, kind of just tucked it over there. Same with that one back there, got it tucked back there. Pulled off the air, whatever this air filter regulator thing. Just pulled that off from here. Kind of unclip these. I'm gonna try to look at that thing there. You see how much restriction that's putting up. So next, I think I'm gonna wait to pull this mass airflow sensor off until I pull this band clamp off here and try to get this piece here off first. Let's go for that. Alright, so now bust that loose. I loosened up that band clamp. I just went through here with a extension and stuff set up on my drill. Now I'm gonna pull this off because getting this out of here with the battery terminal or power cable in the way. Maybe we'll get it out of there. Let's see. I really don't know why I'm trying to do this with one hand. I have a tripod, I just don't feel like getting it. See here, maybe a little harder to pull that out of there. Let me see if I can get this out first. Let me see here. All right, so I had to pull this from under here, the power cable. Try to pull that out, but I think it's gonna be kind of hard with no room, so maybe I'm gonna pull this out first or get this out of here first. Let's see, let's figure that out. All right, so got this out. Nothing really holding it in there, it's just those tabs there. Kind of slide down into that one, and there's one there, and I kind of just lifted up on it and the whole thing came up together like that. Man, see how restrictive that is. All right. Now, so I'll wipe some of this stuff out of here. There's your turbo. See if you can see inside of there. Alright, now I guess I'm gonna try to get this thing out of here. That lip there seems like it's going to be kind of a problem, so I'm just going to yank on it. Yep, so all I did was yanked on it pretty good, and it came right out of that hole. Now, kind of wish I had the rest of this piping so I can go ahead and do it while I got all this stuff out, but a little bit at a time. All right, so I'll go ahead and wipe this stuff down and then work on getting this out of here, which is looking like there's 2 bolts here, so probably 8s that are held onto this bracket, and I'm guessing just the boot back there, and I think this comes out with this piece here. So let's get those 8s off of that bracket back there first and then go from there. Alright, so what I done was I took those 2 bolts out of that bracket there. Those are 10 millimeters, and then just kind of pried up on that. I don't know what that is, where it came from. It was just sitting there, just like this piece here. Don't know what that is. So this was kind of routed crazy, so maybe that's part of what's changed up in there. It looks kind of new, so maybe that was something done previously by somebody else. But now I'm gonna wipe some of this stuff up, and I'm probably gonna have to put that bracket back in here because that just has the fitting really loose. So I'll pull these 8s off of this bracket and just put it back in there. Take it. Alright, so put that bracket back in there. Kind of wiped a little bit of this stuff out. Got that wiped up there. So now I'm gonna try to get everything kind of mocked up, fitted, so I can see where everything's gonna go. I know a lot of people are having problems with the elbow that goes in here. That goes up to this pipe that goes into there, so we'll see what we end up getting here. And they also were having problems with this, which looks like I'm gonna have the same problem here with that being over the MAF sensor too far and the MAF sensor not fitting under it. So probably gonna have to cut that off. So, let's see. Okay, so now I got the mass airflow sensor put on. I did have to cut that back some. It also does not sit flat because they have these, I don't know if you can even get in there and see them, kind of have these risers. I can't really see them. Maybe you can see it there. It almost looks like a washer was there and painted over, but it's it was threaded, so it's kind of like they had a riser set there. Maybe it was done in the machining and they just kind of left them there instead of putting them flat. But anyway, I'm not complaining about it, just showing it because I know I bought it on eBay, so it's just some crap. And see, it's not round either, it's kind of dented over here on the left side, but again, I knew what I was getting. But now we're gonna try to get this in there. Alright, and I think I need this thing here. So it just kind of plugs into that hole. And I figure out which angle it needs to be on once I get that put back there. I need to get the boot put on here and back there first, I guess, and make it a little bit easier to figure out what we got to do with this nipple and this, where that this here goes. So let's see. Don't know how that's gonna work. Let's get try to figure it out. All right, so now got that boot put in back there. What I did was put the boot on the turbo first, left this one loose, kind of got it wiggled and finagled in there, and now it came with two two of these pieces here, one straight and one with the elbow. The one with the elbow, I don't think I'm gonna use. It looks like if I just cut that right and sit this over the top like it's supposed to be, then this one, the straight one, should work. Also, I think this bracket is gonna be sitting kind of wrong, so I may end up having to make another bracket or cut a corner out of this bracket so that the mass airflow sensor will sit there, or I can probably just put a spacer between this bracket and the bracket on the pipe, something where I'm not going to crush the mass airflow sensor. I want to get that marked and cut out, and then push back in and see what we got. Alright, so yeah, that worked out a whole lot better with the straight one. Just got it cut, and still don't know how I'm gonna do this bracket here. Probably just go there and just not squeeze the bolt so tight. I don't know if the bolt is even long enough. That came with it. Don't look like it. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there just yet, but probably should go ahead and get that buttoned up back there, and then work on getting this filter put in. Looks like I'm gonna have plenty of room for the filter. Filter will probably have plenty of room. Looks like I may have to move this little plastic thing here, whatever that is, rubber piece, but I think that'll be it. Alright, so sorry about the weed eater over there. It seems like every other time I do something on my truck, this guy comes and cuts the grass. But I just wanted to show you that there is a O-ring that goes on that piece that goes down inside of there. It did not come on it. It came in the kit, so you have to make sure you find that and put that on there. So, it came with another larger O-ring. I'm not sure what that's for. Came with a block off plate. Looks like that's where that O-ring goes, on that block off plate. Yeah. Not sure what that's for. And these screws came for the block off plate. So, and I can also see that on the block off plate is recessed where it's raised on the pipe where the mass airflow sensor goes. So that's something that they did do on purpose. So you may have to cut those off flat. I probably have to pull it back out and cut it flat. I'll see how the truck runs, see if that affects anything. But for now, I'm gonna start getting everything tightened down and buttoned up. Alright, so now got it all buttoned up. What I ended up doing was finding a bolt, and I just doubled up the nuts on the bottom so they don't vibrate and come off of there. Got everything plugged in there. That's looking good, straight. Make sure you get your coolant hoses hooked back up, and double check all your clamps. Get them all tight. Looking pretty good. Guess I'm gonna start it up now. I'm not sure if I get any change in the exhaust sound, but we'll see.